2025 has been quite the eventful year for me in the credit card points and miles game, where I have completely changed my overall rotation, which is now centered around the Citi Strata Elite and the Citi ecosystem. I have gone all in on the Hilton ecosystem even after the devaluations, and I just used my second free night credit at the Waldorf Astoria in Hawaii. And I have parted ways with the crowd favorite American Express Gold earlier this year. But in this video, we're going to talk about how I recently just applied for 3 credit cards on this past weekend. And we'll talk about which credit cards they are and why these are probably my last credit cards for the 2025 year. Prior to these 3 applications, the credit card points and miles game has been quite uneventful for me, with my last 2 credit cards being the $595 Citi Strata Elite and the $0 annual fee Citi Strata card. These 2 cards are the cornerstone of my entire credit card rotation, mainly due to the value of the Citi Thank You point in my personal life. But these 2 applications push me into that Citi 8 and 65 rule, so I have been solely gardening the Citi Thank You point, which honestly I have no issue doing. And that is because living in a domestic American Airlines hub, 99% of all of my domestic flights via American and even some international can easily be afforded with the Citi Thank You point. Moving on to the first credit card on our list, and a sign up bonus that was too good to pass up and elevated at the time of filming this video is the Chase Amazon Prime Visa. Now, I know it's not the most flashy or game changing credit card in the rotation, but the sign up bonus at the time of filming this video was too good to pass up. And when you apply for the Chase Amazon Prime Visa, you can expect to get a $250 Amazon gift card when you are approved. Yes, approved. That means that there's $0 of spend required. And once you are approved for the credit card, it loads the $250 gift card directly into your Prime account. With the holiday season right around the corner, guys, I honestly believe that almost everyone could benefit for applying for this credit card. There is $0 of area spend, and you can cover a nice chunk of Christmas gifts with this. Now, I like this sign up offer so much, I made sure to grab 2 of them, being that I applied first for the Amazon Prime Chase Visa card. And once upon approval, it generates you a referral link where I then sent it to my wife, and she applied and was approved as well. So totaling $550 of sign up bonus for instant approval on application. This was a no-brainer for me because me and my wife have around $500 of stuff for our house that we're looking on redesigning the living room, and it was pretty much supplemented solely on 2 $0 annual fee credit cards. And if anyone is on the market for the Chase Prime Visa and wants to add $250 via a gift card, I will have a referral link in the description. Now, sign up bonus aside, the Amazon Prime Visa credit card is going to have quite a few multipliers you can expect to get an elevated multiplier on. But the only 2 worth noting, in my opinion, are going to be the 5% back on Amazon purchases, as well as 5% back at Whole Foods. Other than that, I have other credit cards that can fill in the gaps, and in my opinion, a lot better. Like, for example, that 2% back on local transit, I would much rather use my 3% back on the Citi Strata credit card and transfer those points into the American Airlines ecosystem. But again, this is all personal preference. This credit card for me is definitely going to be a sock drawer card that after I get approved, it's going to get loaded into my Amazon account to get that 5% back. But other than that, this credit card will not get any mileage out of me. Now, one thing that would totally revolutionize this credit card, and I know it never will happen, but if that 5% back on Amazon could be applied directly as a Chase Ultimate Reward point. But unfortunately, it does not, and it probably never will. Now, one piece of advice I did want to talk about before we move on to the second credit card I was approved for was that if you are doing the same referral bouncing strategy that I did, you need to realize that you need 2 Amazon Prime memberships. Now, if you're like me, no one has 2 separate memberships if you are living in the same house. So one thing that we did to maneuver around this was I applied for a 30-day free trial for my wife because without a Amazon Prime membership, you are not eligible for the $250 sign-up bonus. You will then be referred for the lower tiered, which only has a $50 gift card option. So after approval of the free trial, I then sent my referral code over. I capitalized on the bonus, and then my wife was able to achieve that $250 gift card. Now, at the end of the free trial, we will be canceling that Prime account. And don't be alarmed by canceling the Prime account. You are not going to get clawed back the sign-up bonus. But what Amazon will do is they will lower the earning potential on that Amazon Prime Visa to the lower tiered version of said credit card. But it doesn't matter because I still have the max earning potential with my Prime account, and there is no need to be paying for two separate Amazon Prime accounts in a singular household. But by utilizing this method, you can still capitalize on two separate Prime Visa sign-up bonuses and get that same level that I did. Moving on to the third credit card, and one that I've been eyeing and talking about on this channel for a long time, is the Citi Custom Cash. Now, the Citi Custom Cash is a very versatile credit card in the Citi ecosystem. Being that I was at Citi's 865, I had to wait patiently 2 additional months to add this to my rotation. Now, I have this crazy idea, guys. I'm going to have multiple Citi Custom Cashes between me and my player two, and we are essentially going to capitalize on 5% back on almost every single purchase. And any other multiplier that exceeds that, we will utilize a different credit card. But to do this, we first have to start with one. So I applied for the Citi Custom Cash, which at the time of filming this video, there is no elevated sign-up bonus, but I can expect to achieve 20,000 Citi thank you points, which has a value of $200 when I spend $1,500 in the first 3 months of opening this account. Now, the reason I really wanted the Citi Custom Cash is, like I said before, it is extremely versatile, and you can expect 5% back at the highest area of spend on this credit card in a given billing cycle, up to $500 of spend. And some of the 5% categories that qualify for this are things like dining, gas, groceries, live entertainment, fitness, and the list goes on and on. But my crazy idea is I'm going to have upwards of 3 to 5 Citi Custom Caches, and I can expect to get 5% back at almost every single area of spend. I'll have one 5% for gas, one for groceries, one for dining when I can't expect to get 6x back on my Citi Strata Elite. That way, I can churn out the most amount of Citi thank you points in my regular areas of daily spend. And like we spoke about before, all of these are going to get funneled into either the preferred hotels transfer partner or American Airlines that I use on a regular basis. Now, the main way I'm going to accumulate all of these Citi Custom Caches, even though the Citi says that you can only be issued one Citi Custom Cash, that is only through conventional applications. And I'm going to apply for the first one, and my player two will eventually apply for our second custom cash. But where we will begin to continue to stack and stack and stack is, as reported by Doctor of Credit, the previous report that you were no longer able to product change your American Airlines credit cards into custom caches has recently been changed. There are data points from other people saying that Citi is beginning to allow you to product change your American Airlines $95 annual fee credit card into Citi custom caches or double caches. So this way we can expect to have a third, and whether it's me or my wife, very similar to every single other credit card program, you can accumulate and transfer your points between each and every one of your player twos. So any points that she achieves on her custom caches, she can send to me, or vice versa, depending on what we want to do. So this way, over time, any Citi product that I no longer want, I can then product change it into a custom cache. So if I want to cut ties with my Citi Strata Elite eventually, I can turn that into a custom cache and then apply for the Citi Strata Premier. The opportunities are endless, and that's why I love the credit card points and miles game, because there's many ways you can maneuver around the same scenario and thrive. Well, guys, those were the 3 credit cards that I applied in one evening, 2 being an Amazon Prime Visa for me and my player 2, and the third being a Citi Custom Cash to kind of expand my overall Citi footprint. But those are more than likely going to be the last credit cards I apply in this final month of 2025. And moving into 2026, I have 3 specific cards I have on my sign up bonus wish list. The first being the Hilton Surpass. And in a future video, I'm going to show you guys a very large 400,000 to 500,000 point redemption that I just made for next year. So the first is going to be the Hilton Surpass free night credit that I would love to get a second Surpass for my player too. The second being any sort of elevated offer on the Citi Strata Premier. Having the Citi Strata Elite, I am definitely looking for a Strata Premier elevated bonus, especially for my player two to stack and stack and stack our Citi thank you points. And lastly, I would love to see another 5 free night credit bonus from the World of Hyatt Chase credit card. These are my 3 wish lists going into 2026, and whenever they will pop up, I'm telling you, I am going to pounce. But drop me a comment below, guys, on what credit card sign-up bonuses you are patiently waiting for and thinking to add either at the end of this year or early into next year. If you're looking to add the Chase Amazon Prime Visa, I will have a referral link down in the description. And if you want another Citi focus YouTube video, I'm going to have one right here for you guys. And I hope you guys have an amazing end of year.